Chicago, a city full of rapes, murders, shootings, anti-cop, anti-gun. Mayor Lori Lightfoot goes for a re-election bid and gets her ass handed to her. Bye, Felicia. I'm Jasper Gonzo, and this is what's next. Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. I'm Jasper Gonzo. What's next? Your daily dose. Enjoying your day, I hope. Well, in a era that we live in black clouds, see Dementia Joe, Ohio, Zelensky. There's always a silver lining. There's always a ray of sunlight that peeks through the clouds every once in a while. This is one of them. Chicago. Mayor Lori Lightfoot goes for a re-election bid, and stunningly and surprisingly, she loses. Chicago may see some light after all. Let's take a look. This comes out of the New York Post. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot loses re-election bid as city battles crime epidemic. Yes, because all those rapes and murders and anti-gun and anti-cop and black-on-black crime, and I don't know how the hell did she not get reelected. She won't be doing any dancing tonight. Chicago Democrat Lori Lightfoot on Tuesday became the Windy City's first incumbent mayor of 40 years to lose a re-election bid. Bye, Felicia, as rising crime in the city steered voters away from the embattled leader. She was never a leader to begin with. Receiving only 16.4% of the vote, Lightfoot, 60, who looks like a fucking ghoul, finished behind former head of Chicago Public Schools Paul Vallis and Cook County Commissioner Brandon Johnson in Tuesday's race. Vallis, who took 35% of the vote, and Johnson, 20.2%, will head into April in a runoff to determine who will be the city's next mayor. Of course, sadly, it will be a Democrat. Quote, "I will be rooting and praying for our next mayor," Lightfoot said in a concession speech. Yeah, like she really means that. She's called being Chicago's mayor an honor of a lifetime. Yes, but you're trash. Heading into Tuesday's race, Lightfoot prospects appear bleak as she trailed multiple candidates in numerous polls, which show that worries over crime and public safety city were number one in concerns in America's third largest city. One recent poll noticed that Vallis leads over Lightfoot has been expanding in the days leading up to Tuesday's election. Lightfoot had faced heavy criticism and rampant crime that has plagued Chicago during her entire tenure as mayor, as well as injecting racism into the election and saying that voters who don't support her, you're not black. Under Lightfoot, Chicago recorded 695 murders at the end of 2022 and 804 in 2021, a level not seen in the Windy City in a quarter of a century. Yes, Chicago, city that likes to break records. In addition, a city saw more than 20,000 cases of theft in 2022, nearly double the amount of thefts in 21, according to Chicago's Police Department end-of-year report. Yes, it's called State and City Statistics. In the first 3 weeks of 2023, crime rates in the city have skyrocketed 61% compared to last year, according to Chicago police. Lightfoot alleged that the critics of her 4-year tenure just don't want to see a black woman, yes, a black woman who happens to be Lebanese, in leadership in New York on Saturday. "I'm a black woman, let's not forget," she told the outlet. "Certain folks, frankly, don't support us in leadership roles." The mayor is the first black woman openly Lebanese mayor of Chicago. The same forces that didn't want Harold Washington to succeed, they're still here, she told the New Yorker, referring to a Democrat who was elected in 1983. "The last time we had African-American mayor in power was 40 years ago. It's important for us not to repeat history." Well, it's not how it has nothing to do with being black and Lebanese. It's just that you fucking sucked. Lightfoot made the claim that despite 8 of the 9 mayor candidates in Tuesday's race being people of color, yes. Lightfoot told the Southside Chicago voters earlier this month they should not vote at all if they don't vote to re-elect her. "Yes, if you're not going to vote for me, stay home," she said. The mayoress, of course, she said she misspoke. The mayor claimed that voting for somebody not named Lightfoot is a vote for Che Guevara, or really, Choy Garcia, if I'm pronouncing Chewy, sorry, or Paul Vallis, referring to her challengers. I almost butchered the names. I'm sorry about that. If you want them controlling your fate and your destiny, then stay home," Lightfoot continued. "Then don't vote." She later told a reporter she didn't mean all that comments. Vallis, the top vote getter on Tuesday, was endorsed by Chicago's Fraternal Order of Police, and the campaign trail decried the utter breakdown of law and order in this city under Lightfoot. Vallis, 69, called for the adding of hundreds of police officers to combat and control the crime in Chicago. Lightfoot has criticized Vallis, the only white candidate, and being far too conservative for Chicago, accusing him of the ultimate dog whistle by saying the campaign was about taking back our city. Johnson, who will be Vallis' opponent in April, received the coveted Chicago Teachers Union endorsement. Is that a good thing? And has support from several other progressive organizations, such as the United Working Families. My thoughts. Lightfoot has been a clown since day one. Look at her. She's a fucking ghoul. The fact of the matter is that every time somebody would criticize her, especially when it came to the Chicago media, local media, who actually stood up and actually fought back against her, of course, she called them racists and bigots. So this is a good thing for Chicago. It's about time. The fact of the matter is she wrecked the city. She did. She wrecked the city. Her policies were trash. Crime exploded during her 4 years, especially during COVID. And of course, black on black crime exploded as well. Of course, happens also when you have over 70% out of white life births. And of course, you're anti-gun and you basically hate the cops for being cops. This is what you get. So Lori Lightfoot, don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out. Get the fuck out. We don't give a fuck about you. And good luck to the other two candidates, because the way Chicago's going, you guys are going to need it. I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. So, want to see more just like this, please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.